gain near midfield at the 49-yard line. A defensive-minded coach loves to bring the heat, brought the heat there, and it worked out.
And nowadays, all those defensive-minded coaches, for them, it's all about getting the football. I went into one facility, and as soon as you walked into the defensive room, there was a football, like on a spring, and each guy that walks in that plays has to act like he's knocking the ball free. They want those instincts created. They want them to think about that all the time, and that's what they try to preach.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Hey, check that, street.
They'll go play action with Nix. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Nix to the air. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start on the ground here with Nwangu. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
Throwing here is May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. To throw, it's May. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. May. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to Slayton. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
A quick throw caught out wide by Bourne. And I think the ball's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Second and short now following the fumble. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. May going to bat this one forward. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. That he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Kene Nwangu, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it to 26. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play. Good push up front, and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Nix. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A great effort there. 63 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra-explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. Well, sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. And that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long, man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
2nd and 11. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Steps away to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Short pass caught by Henry. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Now this complete to Pope. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll look to run with Nwangu. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
Now May on the sneak. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. There to stop him, Juwan Bentley.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Nix from the shotgun. Going up top. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line.
That's how you put field position. What a play right there. That nearly went the distance. Credit this defense for not giving up. They get him down just short of the goal line, but the damage is done. It's going to be 1st and goal from an ideal position.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Adam Troutman laying himself out in the end zone as his guys are able to extend their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play 1 snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play. Got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. A little bit of flip the script. Quarter 1, they struggled. Quarter 2 here, they put things together. And I guess sometimes, Charles, you just come out and you have to get your feet underneath you in a ball game, right?
That's exactly right, because every now and then you don't come out of the gate as fast or as strong as you want to. Sometimes you have to ramp up into it or take a few hits along the way and figure it out. And that's what they've done so far. Slow start, but now they're starting to put it together.
To the air, May. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Remember, Brandon, he ran for a touchdown earlier, so his decision to go ahead and tuck it and go again turned out to be a wise one.
And the decision is what is important here. He has made some good decisions on when to tuck it and go. They'll look to throw here on first down. That one caught by Polk. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Jalen Polk, 58 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Working out of the gun is Nix. Rolling to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing Nix. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Nix. He's going to go up top again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 1 second, all that remains. In motion, Slayton. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional round. And able to get this out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Come 19! Come 19! Check go!
To throw, here's Nix. That'll be caught right side, Chenault with it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one a first down.
19 tight! 19 tight!
To throw is Nix. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Let's go! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Go!
Back to the air with Nix. And that'll be caught downfield by Chenault. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Laviska Chenault, 63 yards. And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They'll throw with May. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. The tight end Henry here in motion. Here's May. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
19 Lions. Check go.
Here's Nix. Gets this complete to Shaheed.
Sheds off the tackle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Nix to the air. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker.
And the Pats force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
To the right side, this is Stevenson.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Off the play fake, here's May. Drops this off with Nwangu.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
Skirts by him at the 35. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
50 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back to Nwangu again on first down.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. Throwing here is May.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Marvin Mims.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots are back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is down to a field goal.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Nix.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Dragon 60.
Nix looking to throw again.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Warrior 70.
Operating from the gun, Nix.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix.
He's got it to whip, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 48-yard line. Will Lutz for the Broncos.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3. Fourth quarter with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Second and 10.
Looking to throw. May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw, it's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
That's not the first time they've looked his way when they've needed a big play. He's been the go-to guy all game long. And they get the hook up again on 3rd down to keep this drive alive.
On the give is Nwangu.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Second down and 4.
They'll look to throw here. And the Broncos get there and take him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, this has turned into an absolute week to forget for this quarterback. Multiple sacks, pair that with multiple turnovers. As far as he's concerned, if he ever sees this defense again, it'll be way too soon.
From the shotgun, it's May.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Williams is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. Only a yard on the pickup there, 2nd and goal. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead. Lutz to try to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Broncos will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Come on. Check. Hurt.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
60 Maverick.
As Shaheed going to go in motion. Back to throw. Nix. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Buffalo 18.
Nix from the shotgun.
intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Xavier Woods with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. To the air, May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Again from the 15, 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Brandon Jones picking it off. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
The drive will start with an option going left. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. But sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw a defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. To throw, here's Nix. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. So a big one coming now for Will Lutz. This officially a 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. This is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Connects with Slayton. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
They'll try and throw for it with May. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Drew Sanders. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship, and do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Broncos are winners as we say so long from Denver.